Hey everybody, I wanted to talk to you about getting into lab for experiment number 2. There's a good bit of stuff for you to take care of. The first thing that you need to do is you need to complete the graphing assignment that is up on Trax. This is in the resource folder on Trax. All that this does is it walks you through how to use Microsoft Excel. Complete that graphing assignment, bring the printed graphs to your lab, and submit them upon entering your lab. You cannot submit them by email after your lab or anything like that, so bring them to your lab. Next up, you have to have your pre-lab assignment. The pre-lab assignment for this week, for experiment number 2, is in your lab notebook. It is right before the data sheet, so make sure that you complete that pre-lab assignment for experiment 2 in your lab notebook. There is no pre-lab assignment on Cengage Brain. Cengage Brain pre-lab assignments will begin for experiment number 3. All that you have to have in order to participate in lab this week is that pre-lab assignment. If you do not complete your graphing assignment, you will not get points for it. However, you can still come to lab and do experiment number 2. Thank you very much. Have a good one. I want to talk to you about what you are going to be doing in lab this week. And for the example of that, what I wanted to do is show you the contents of your bin. This bin right here is 1141-001, or I'm sorry, 1141-001. That corresponds to station number 1. This week you are going to be filling out a bin roster, so the partner that you're working with this week is the person that you're going to be working for the remainder of the semester. Now, within your bin, you will find a couple of things. You will find a 50 milliliter plastic beaker, a 50 milliliter graduated cylinder, a ruler, and a Ziploc bag that has 3 pieces of a unknown polymer. What you are going to be doing is you are going to be figuring out the density of this polymer. And this is not too different from what you did last week. The only difference is that after you get the mass of these individual polymers, what you're going to have to do is fill this graduated cylinder with a small amount of water, enough to submerge each of these blocks. Then, once you have recorded that volume, you'll drop one of those blocks in. What you will see whenever you drop one of those blocks in is you will see the water volume go up. What does that mean? That is the amount of water that is displaced by one of these blocks. That is an indirect measurement of the volume of your sample. So, you get the mass by weighing it on the digital balance. You get the volume indirectly by measuring how much the volume of the water in your graduated cylinder goes up. With those 2 numbers, you'll be able to figure out the density of each of those blocks. This really should not take too much time. You have a total of 3 trials. The lab manual tells you that you're going to do 5 trials, but you are not. You're only doing 3. In addition to that, the lab manual also instructs you to directly determine the density of your objects. You're not going to do that. You're only going to be doing the indirect determination. However, after you've come up with your density for all of your samples, you're going to go through a number of different statistical analyses so that you can come up with a standard deviation for your density measurements. You have a couple of post-lab questions to answer. Then whenever you're all done, you are free to go. Thank you very much. Have a good one.